What you're going to learn right now is mostly how no matter how big of a list you have, how many people you get to your live events, or how many technical screw-ups arise, you can still profit 4 times more than your typical event promotion using what I'm just about to show you. But very quickly, let's just clear up a couple things and take a step back and answer this question. When do you use an event launch plan? Well, the answer is really for any product launch promotion that you're doing. Promotions such as these. Let's say you have a book. Well, maybe you want to do a book launch using events. Maybe a new software launch. Maybe you're a software creator and you want to put that out into the market. You can use this event launch blueprint to do so. Maybe you have a new digital course or membership program. This would be a perfect way to use events. Also, maybe a new coaching program or training or boot camp coaching where it's live training. You can use events to promote these type of offers out into the world. And this is just a sample of the type of things that you can promote with the event launch blueprint. Okay, now we know what kind of products you're promoting, but how do you promote? And to whom? My suggestion would be to find JV partners who are in vertical or similar niches to you who will promote you out to their existing community. A good suggestion is join Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups and other places where you would find people who need your product and services and who will promote you out to their community. My suggestion, here's another one, search on Facebook for fan pages that look active, but where the fan page owners aren't doing any promotions or aren't sending their communities to a website. Now, this is an opportunity to have your product or service feed the need of the existing communities who aren't getting fed. Does that make sense? Another how to promote yourself is to your existing list. Maybe you're already a part of a community where you've already started to collect targeted leads based on your product and services into your own autoresponder, or have an existing subscriber base, such as on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Google+, or even LinkedIn. This is obviously the smartest way to do this. Build up an existing list, then market your events to your list, and then sell your products. This is the smartest way to do it. If you don't have a list, though, go with the JV idea and start really trying to find communities that need your product and services. And finally, one of the best ways to get more people into your promotions is using automated traffic to send people into your webinars and events. Now, when I say automated traffic, I mean Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads. These are all great for finding targeted leads. You can use these ad platforms to send targeted traffic to your event registration pages and start collecting qualified leads that can go through the event launch blueprint. Okay, now that we talked about what to promote and where to promote, well, now let's jump into what the 4 steps of the event launch blueprint are. You see, this system combines the use of both a live event, but also automated events in your event launching plan. Here's what we're going to be talking about. The event launch blueprint. Okay, this is a blueprint of all the different types of events you want to have when promoting a product into the market. Okay, now this system can double, triple, and actually quadruple the income that you would generally make. And I'm going to share why in a second here. And this is really no matter how small of a community you have, okay? The nice thing is that this stuff works for if you get 10 people to your webinar, if you get 200 people to your webinar or event. It really doesn't matter how big of a community you have to actually get this going. In fact, I know some of our customers and clients have been able to actually get people to promote them even with only 50 people, say, on their list, okay? So it's really about building up those joint venture partnerships with quality products. If you have a quality product, people will promote you. And then it's a question of doing exactly what I'm showing you in this particular system. See, here's the deal. Most people typically do one out of these 4 crucial steps or 4 crucial events. And in fact, what that does is it essentially leaves money right on the table. So what I want to share with you is I want to share with you how you can use the 4 steps to the event launch blueprint to dramatically change your conversions and profit. And the cool part about these 4 types of events is that it really doesn't take any extra work than doing a live webinar one time. So what is it, you might be wondering? These are the 4 types of events when using events to do a promotion or launch. As I've already mentioned, you would use these for joint venture promotions. You would do this when launching a new product out into the market. You would launch and use this system when doing a promotion to your own list. So let's look at it right now. Number 1, you would start out by doing a live event. Okay, this is pretty typical, and this is something you probably already realized that you would do. That live event, the idea of it is that it generates a certain amount of sales, and you would have that event done on a specific day, right? A specific time and specific day. Well, generally speaking, most people just do this one live event. They don't think beyond the live event. And so let me go in and show you an additional level of revenue that you can create by following up with this next event type. And this next event type is called a rebroadcast. And essentially, it is a rebroadcast of that same event that you've already done. So let's say you do that one-time event on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. Then what you can do is, as soon as that event is over, you can offer it again, let's say at 7 p.m. that same day, or let's say first thing the next morning at, say, 11 a.m. We've tested this out, and by doing this, oftentimes you can double, I repeat, literally double what you've done on your live event. So now you are doubling your sales by running a rebroadcast of that event. And here's the cool thing. Sometimes that rebroadcast, you could decide to just use the video that you did on your first event. So it can be a video, and you can be in there actually running the chat and talking to people while they're watching the previous event that you've already done. So it's working for you while you don't have to do it live. Now, the cool thing is that you could do another live in-person event, just as you did for your first live event. But the nice thing about a rebroadcast is that you can repurpose what you've already done if it was really successful, or just do another one if you wanted to run it again. If, say, something happened technically or you just didn't feel like the flow was right, you could always rebroadcast again. And the nice thing is that will, generally speaking, and this is based on tests that we've done and results that we've had our customers have, that this rebroadcast will literally, if you've made X amount for your live events, so if you sell 10 units on your live event, generally speaking, you can sell just as many on the rebroadcast. Okay, but we don't stop there. After that rebroadcast, we set up another event. And this next event is something you probably already know or have heard about. It's the replay event. But what most people do is they set up a replay, but they don't set it up the best way to get the most sales, because the replay will profit, generally speaking, double of what you've already made from your rebroadcast and your live event. So if you, say, have made in your live event 10 sales and then your rebroadcast another 10 sales, generally speaking, if you're doing your replay correctly, you should be able to make an additional 20 sales from your replay. The secret to making double of what you've already made is to make sure you set up bonuses that are only available on the replay and that are going to expire. By creating an element of scarcity in your replay, meaning that your replay will say only be available for the next 72 hours along with these particular bonuses, by doing that, that creates an urgency for people to come through and pick up your product. Now, that's exactly why you tend to see double sales on the replay, because of the scarcity element that it has. So now, finally, you're up to 40 sales. What do you do now? Well, as soon as this event is over, what you can do is then put this into a solution that will create a recurring income consistently. And to do that, you would turn what was once live into an automated evergreen webinar event. And the cool thing about the automated evergreen event is that now you're going to stream it out, the event, in your attendee's own time zone. Because by doing so, you can get more leads and more sales coming through automatically. Before, you may have had issues with people not being able to see your webinars because they were live and they were in your own time zone, and you may have a worldwide audience. And if that's the case, by putting it into an automated sequence and event, you're going to get more registrants more often. You see, the evergreen funnel is perfect for generating sales while you sleep. So this is essentially the 4 types of events when using events to do a promotion or launch. Let me repeat this system just so it's in your mind. Do a live event. Then double your sales by doing a rebroadcast of that same event. Then set up a limited time replay that will expire after, say, 48 hours or 72 hours with bonuses. Then when that's all done, you're going to put everything into an automated evergreen video event that's going to work for you on autopilot on a recurring basis. And these are the 4 types of events that will maximize your profit and growth when using events to promote your products. Now, that looks pretty simple, right? Well, the question is, why don't more people use all these steps? As I mentioned, most people just do 1 or 2 of these steps. I mean, when I finally revealed it to some of my coaching students, their minds were completely blown. For instance, Bozidar was one of my students, and this is what he had to say about learning